Alright, it's Monday. This is day 4 of the course, and this is week 3. So this is our shorter day. We didn't get any labs done, but we did do a little review. We talked about the terms. We looked at packet tracer. We watched a video on the internet, Danny Ellis, and we talked about it was easy to build. They talked about Plan B. We talked about protocols. They talked a lot about trust. And we're going to do the Chapter 2 labs on Friday. Alright. So I reviewed just key points. iOS, we talked about connecting by the console. Navigating. How to navigate the iOS, we did that last week. A little bit about the command structure. I also mentioned a logical view and a physical view. We should know the difference between, logical is what we typically draw here, where we have a router and we connect it, and then we connect the switch. But physical would look a little different than that. It would actually show how you actually connect those. And we looked at a couple items in the room concerning the physical view. We discussed the browser using URL, web. So the browser, you can type in a URL. Eventually, through this process, we create a packet and then a frame, and then we put it on some media. It moves to the other location, and those things are sort of reversed, and the web server looks at it, and then it gathers up the information, gets it down to where they're able to send it across the media, and it works its way back up to the browser, and the HTML is interpreted by the browser, and we see it. This happens in communications. We'll talk more about that. In the course, the whole course is about it. And then we covered just some terms. We talked about ports, hooking things together at ports, router creating separate networks there, the switch identifying devices by MAC addresses on the ports. We also talked about an access point connecting to some device. Okay, so there's this combination of IP and MAC addresses. We talked about DHCP, getting those addresses automatically. And then we did cover where the term cell come from in cellular phones. There would be frequencies inside these cells, and phones can connect to them. Once frequencies are used up, then you have an issue of being able to make calls inside the cell. Move across the cell, then you get a new frequency. Okay, so we talked about cellular technology, and it's interesting where that's gone. We did talk a little bit about LTE, 4G. One thing you should be aware of, they are not the exact same thing. They're not the same thing exactly. The 4G is much more strenuous requirements than LTE, but some people advertise them the same, some don't. Anyway, well, that's it for Monday. Friday will be a big day, lots of labs to do. The students have plenty of work to do between the packet tracers, reading curriculum, and taking the exam, right? Packet tracers, you have the curriculum, and then you have the quiz and exam to work on during the week. All right, well, that's it.